Today we're talking about potato chips alternatives and options. Stay tuned. For all those salt lovers out there, I know sometimes it's hard to stay away from chips, especially when you're craving it and at night. But I thought I would show you a couple of options that's gonna go from a good alternative to a better alternative to the best alternative. Let's get started. So I want to take a regular brand of chips. I've chosen Ruffles, and I want to just show you, kind of compare the ingredients and calories and really help you understand the differences. I know a lot of you out there do not read labels, but it is important to read the labels. You can see a video up here where I talk about how to read a nutrition label. Let me just tell you first, we're gonna choose Ruffles, and I chose the all-dressed chips just to read to you the ingredients, so you're gonna start to see when I read the other ingredients in other products how it's going to be a better bet, and hopefully this will help you make a better decision. So for Ruffles, the all-dressed is, are you ready for this? Specially selected potatoes, vegetable oil, seasoning, and in brackets it has corn maltodextrin, sugar, salt, sodium acetate, rice flour, dextrose torullo yeast, acetic acid, monosodium glutamate, spices, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated onion, malic acid, natural flavor, and salt. Now, granted, that is a flavored chip, but a lot of you out there probably don't just choose plain Ruffle chips. However, the Ruffle chips that are the original flavor is actually not too bad, but it says potatoes, vegetable oil, sunflower, corn, and or canola oil and salt. So that's in your typical chip bag, flavored compared to not flavored. Now for the people out there who have to eat gluten-free, be very careful because Pringles and some other types of chips actually have gluten in it. So you're probably not gonna feel very good if you're eating a chip that has those ingredients in it. All right, so that's your basic chips. Now, when I go buy chips, I choose a couple different options. I don't eat it a lot, but sometimes my husband especially gets that little craving, and so we get some. It's about balance. Don't deprive yourself unless it's absolutely horrible for you, but here are a couple options. We were on vacation and we got these kettle chips. Now, these are the crinkle cut potato chips, sea salt, gluten-free, non-GMO, and here's the ingredients. Potatoes, safflower and or sunflower and or canola oil, and sea salt. And that's it. I mean, it's 210 calories for 13 to 15 chips. And the all-dressed chips is, for 20 chips, it's 270 calories. The Ruffles Original, 12 chips for 160 calories. So because we're over that 20 mark for the other chips, you double that, so it's 320 calories for 24 chips. And these are 210 for 13 to 15, so it's gonna be about probably 250-ish. Now I wanna show you a cool alternative because these are really good. These are the garden veggie straws. I don't know if you've ever tried them. These ones are the rosemary and olive oil. Now here is the thing about these, okay? We have bought the plain ones and it is simple ingredients. These are the flavored ones. So again, Veggie Straws, which is potato starch, potato flour, cornstarch, tomato paste, spinach powder, cane sugar, salt, potassium chloride, beetroot powder, turmeric, canola oil and or safflower oil and or sunflower oil, seasoning, salt, natural flavors, made with non-genetically engineered ingredients. Okay, so that's cool. What I like about these, you can have 55 of these bad boys, and it's 180 calories. Now, here's what they look like. They're like little straws. I don't know if you've ever had them. They kind of remind me of McDonald's fries, I'm not gonna lie. Just not as bad as McDonald's fries. Now, if you want to get more healthy and you want to scrap those chips, I have made a cucumber chip recipe, which you can see up here. Low calories, low in carbs, low in fat, super easy to do. Kids like them, People like them, even the ones that don't like cucumbers. So check that out above. And you can do any kind of veggie chips in the oven. Carrot chips, sweet potato, beet. Help me out here, guys. But any of those, and that'll make it a little bit healthier. What you also can do is kale chips. I don't know if you've ever tried them, but kale chips are great. But here's my secret way to make it. If you make it with a little bit of coconut oil on it and you rub it in the kale, it reminds me a little bit of buttered popcorn. It's not going to taste like buttered popcorn, but it gives me a little bit of that hint of kind of tastes like popcorn. I make it a little bit more crunchy and it gets kind of addictive, but the kale chips are really great, and that's super low. You get your nutrients in there. It's not the junk food, and it's a better alternative. So there you have it. There are my alternatives. I hope this will help you. Just be wary when you go out and you do choose chips. Please stay away from the monosodium glutamate. It is not good for you, and people get sick off that and headaches, and you may not even realize you're having it. Choose more clean products. You can find a lot of the organic chips in the aisles these days. If not, go to the natural food store. So if you are going to go down that route, you are going to have something that is not so horrible. I hope that helps. Click the thumbs up if you think this is helpful or is something you're going to try. Comment below. Tell me what your go-to is when you don't eat chips. Or are you going to try maybe these veggie straws or some of the recipes that I mentioned? Thank you so much for watching. Eat better, live better, be better. Until next time.